Hello everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back. Here with another installment of my weekly wax melts, so my empties and then stuff I started. It's actually kind of 2 weeks-ish of stuff because I didn't film last week. We were sick, we got the flu, so 3 weeks after we had COVID we got influenza, so it has not been the greatest run of health. You can probably hear I'm still very congested. I now have, sinus infections, so doing really well. I pretty much melted consistently all last week. Thankfully, my nose has still been kind of working. The week before, though, like there was days where my son was quite sick. There was days where I was quite sick. So there were a few days where I just didn't melt because I just couldn't. I didn't have the energy to even do the change. So, yeah. So it's probably like a week and a half's worth of stuff, maybe slightly more. Anyway, we'll get stuck into it. So I've got a couple of scoops here that I finished. So first one being Scoopable Wildberry Jam Donut, which is wildberry, jelly donut, raspberry sauce. I love this one. Oh, I love it so much. I definitely think this one, what sets this one apart is the combination of the wildberry and the raspberry sauce. Because the raspberry sauce that Scoopable and Rose Girls use is really, really delicious. And it's the perfect combo of like sweet and tangy, like just, like that sort of berry tang, but not overly so, still got sweetness to it. Yeah, so this is just super jammy in a really good way. So I really, really like this one. It threw quite well. I definitely would get this one again. It was very, very nice. L3 Palo Santo Buttercream Frosting and Fireside, Mellow Fireside. This is another one that I really enjoyed. I love buttercream as a creamy kind of blender. It's one of my favorites. Palo Santo, one of my favorite woodsy sort of blenders. I may have to pause here and there too because I'm still coughing. Yeah, just smoky, sweet, delicious, creamy, beautiful. Lots of scents out there like this, but apologies. Yeah, lots of scents out there like this, I feel like, but this one was really simple and effective, so I really enjoyed it. Threw really well. I would get that one again too. So I'll put this clamshell aside. It's yippee-ki-yay, but I blended it, so I'll wait till I get to what I blended it with. I finished Lorelei from Super Tarts. So this is coffee, ice cream, cinnamon donuts. This one's okay. It's not like a favourite of mine. It has a really strong kind of cinnamony note. I just don't love that cinnamon note from Super Tarts, the cinnamon donuts. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily smell legit like donuts. I can see where it's going, but it's not quite there. And it's just not a favourite. So this is okay, and I like the fact the ice cream's there to sweeten it up a little bit, but not a huge favourite. Throws quite well, but I don't need to get that one again. The coffee in it's good, but it's just what it's blended with. I could take or leave. Gandalf from Super Tarts. This one's like a sort of coffee magically delicious blend. I'm pretty sure it's been a while since I've melted it. I do enjoy Gandalf. Yeah, it's like a coffee kind of sweetened cereal blend, but it's not overly sweet, but it is nice and smooth. Might have some cream in there too, like it's not an overly heavy coffee scent. These are the sorts of coffee scents that I do enjoy. I know some people prefer their coffee to be, super strong, espresso, smack you in the face. I much prefer it to be a nice smooth bakery mix, but not overly sweet. I'm a little bit picky with those sorts of things. But Gandalf has always been a consistent one for me that I've always loved. Throw a sort of medium to high. I would get this one again. Even though I'm not melting coffee super frequently, Gandalf is still one I enjoy when I reach for it. I finished L3 Lemon Pound Cake Cookie Therapy. So Cookie Therapy being pretzels, Santa's on keto. And I can't remember. Oh, sugar shortbread maybe? Yep. Yeah, sorry. Just shaking everything up while I move my feet around. Apologies. Really, really good, this one. Cookie Therapy blended with the lemon pound cake. Just a really delicious lemon bakery. It kind of smells like a lemon semolina cake or something. The pretzel kind of adds like a dense saltiness, but it's not overly salty. Like it just, yeah. Yeah, I really like that one. I've had, this is the second, it was like a matrix melt. This is the second one I've gone through. I would get this combo again. This combo was really nice. I really do forget sometimes how much I enjoy lemon bakery, particularly like nice dense lemon bakery with zucchini bread, that kind of stuff. So that one's in like that family. So I do need to get more of it. Caramel apple pumpkin pecan waffles. Today is October 3rd from L3. So I love this one. I've melted it a bit and I've always enjoyed it. Sorry, my phone's not loving the lighting today, and so it's not focusing well. There we go. Sorry if I filmed a bunch of stuff and it hasn't been focused. I don't look so much at the... Anyway, because I really like the caramel apple oil. I'm so fussy about apple and caramel combos, but the caramel apple oil in particular that L3 uses, I love. And then pumpkin pecan waffles and that sort of slightly sweet, slightly kind of woody, smoky. Today's October 3rd. Just all of it together, really, really good. I get great throw from it. I definitely would get this one again. I might have some more of it already. I can't remember. But yeah, that one's really good. I'm going to set that aside because I blended that one as well. It's a strawberry pound cake scent. Maybe I did it with that one. I can't remember. Once I get to the end of all the bags and stuff, I'll remember what I blended with what. Lord of Misrule Peeps and Pipe Smoke from L3. This one's good. It's not one that I'm like crazy about. I was crazy about. I had a scoop in this blend and I don't know why, but it was just the most magical, sweetened, somehow kind of smoky, like Lord of Misrule scent. It was just incredible. So I requested it again, and somehow, I don't know if it was different oils or a different combo, but it just wasn't magic the way it was in the scoop. So I've enjoyed this one. They're good scents to go with Lord of Misrule, but it just, yeah, it's just been good. Not great, just good. Throw on this pretty good. I don't need to get that one again unless I could somehow guarantee getting the original version of that blend, but I just don't see how I could do that because I don't have the ratios. Coconut cream espresso ooey gooey mellow from L3. So this one, I don't think this one has wowed me. It's been a little bit over sweet and a little bit over sickly. The espresso in it's nice, but maybe it's just the ooey gooey mellow was just a touch too much. I mean, I don't remember this one. I don't think it threw super well. I only remember it a little bit. And I just remember thinking it was just a little bit too sweet creamy for me. So not something I would get again. Palo Santo Mellow Fireside Vanilla Butter Fudge. So obviously I did a few of these types of scents this week. I really enjoyed this one as well. I think I like this one a touch more than the buttercream one because I just love vanilla fudge so much. Vanilla fudge is such a great bakery blender. Like, it's a little bit bready, but it's not. It's a bit sweet, but it's not overly sweet or cake-like. Like, it's just really, really good. So similar to that, but obviously the buttercream and vanilla butter fudge, just different scents. So still a really good combo, really good throw. Again, would get more of this. I just really like, I like Palo Santo and Mellow Fireside. I think I did even melt this week. Yeah, I actually did melt just the Mellow Fireside Palo Santo from Super Tarts as well, which I didn't finish or start the clam this time, so I wasn't going to cover it in this video, but I'm just really enjoying that base this autumn winter and putting different things in with it, just in really liking that as well. Okay. I did a sample from L3 in Espresso and Fat Bottom Girls. Sorry. Come on. Wake up. Camera focus. It's something about this time of day, like, it just, because it's a bit earlier. Normally I film this after my son's gone to bed, but because I've been unwell, I've been getting really tired, I just went, look, he's meant to be at Joey's, but the car broke down. That's a whole other story. I was going to film this while he was at Joey's tonight, Monday night, just so that I wouldn't have to film it later. But it's dark outside, and it's the usual lighting in here, but for some reason, which is not the greatest lighting, I know, but for some reason that's not doing it. Anyway, This one, I don't know what the notes are to Fat Bottom Girls, but I think it's a Cupcakes at Tiffany's blend, which I think it's one I know I've kind of avoided, which means it's probably got Cupcakes at Tiffany's in it because I tend to avoid Cupcakes at Tiffany's. Yeah, it's kind of a heavy, dense bakery scent with espresso. It was fine, but it wasn't anything that I really liked. It was maybe a little oversweet. Yeah, fine, but nothing to write home about. Medium to high throw. Not a repurchase, or not a purchase, it was a sample. Egyptian Amber from L3. I feel weird doing this, but it's working. I really liked it. I don't know what the notes are of Egyptian Amber. I know some people really love this oil. I don't think I've played around with it very much, but I really enjoyed this. It's kind of clean and dry, but it's just a really nice, well-rounded, it's kind of unisex in a way. Yeah, I don't know, it's hard to describe, but it's really, really nice, and it threw very well. I actually do want to get some of this. I don't know, I feel like I haven't really smelt it enough to know how I would blend it, or if I would blend it, but I really did enjoy it on its own, so I do want to get more of that. And it was very strong throw. Boom Boom, Lord of Misrule and Caramel Pipe Tobacco from Kay. This was one of my customs. This was from... So in 2021, I think, was when I was going mad on Lord of Misrule type blends. And the caramel tobacco, so I was kind of like that L3 version, which had like the pipe tobacco. Like I think I was kind of playing around with that concept, but also that was the brief window where I was obsessed with Boom Boom. So I threw that in too. But this blend is actually really, really nice. It took a while. I remember when it arrived, it took a long time to cure. It didn't throw very well when I first got it, but this last melt was super strong. I did 1.5 mini melters because I had 3 left and 2 rooms to fill, so I did 1.5 in each warmer, but I probably could have got away with just 1. Yeah, just like cozy, smooth, a little bit tobacco-y, that typical Lord of Misrule kind of scent. Really, really nice. I would get this one again. Maybe I play around. I don't feel like the Boom Boom, like... Yeah, I feel like that could be substituted out with something else, but still, really good combo. I want to do like a Lord of Misrule caramel pipe tobacco from Kay again. Her caramel pipe tobacco is one of the best pipe tobacco oils out there, in my opinion. It's really good. Fake and Bake and Mia from Super Tarts. So Fake and Bake and Mia is like a blueberry almond tort with marzipan scent, I think. And Fake and Bake is like zucchini bread, sugar cookies, sweet cream. This one, it's an okay combo. Mia is just not a scent that I love. I just don't love the almond scent and the marzipan notes. And I can still smell them in this combo. I was kind of hoping that with Fake and Bake, those parts would dial down and it would just be a nice Fake and Bake blueberry scent, but it was more kind of almondy and marzipan-y. So yeah, it's okay, but not great. Throws pretty well, but yeah, not a repurchase, that one. Sample of strawberry pound cake, pumpkin pecan waffles, and sugar cookie royale. This one, really good. I feel like maybe I've smelled this before or melted this before, but it's just a great classic combo. Pumpkin pecan waffles and strawberry pound cake, always good together. Even though L3 strawberry pound cake is not my favourite strawberry pound cake, but it does blend well with bakery. And the sugar cookie royale just amps up the bakeryness of it. So I enjoyed it. I would get more of it. It threw well. It was just a solid pleaser. Patchouli, Cuban tobacco, and fresh linen. I feel, I mean, maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I feel like I liked this last time I melted it. I could be wrong. I didn't enjoy it this time. Granted, in the evening yesterday, for some reason, everything I was melting smelled really bad and I couldn't figure out why, but it could just be I just genuinely didn't like any of it. I did not enjoy, this smelled so powdery. Like this was like sandalwood and powder to me. So I don't really know what happened there, but I didn't like it. It was strong. It was very strong, but I don't think I would get that one again. Mars's Mercy from L3. This seems to be the trick. Rainforest Sugarcane, Fir Trees and a Creamy Vanilla. This one is not bad. I mean, I enjoy Rainforest Sugarcane. I like the addition of the trees and the vanilla. This one is not like one I'm crazy about anymore, but it's still good. It's a nice refreshing kind of scent. Like, it's got a bit of sweet. It's tree-like, but it's got a bit of sweetness too. Rainforest Sugarcane is quite sweet, and then it's got the vanilla as well. So it's nice, but probably not a repurchase. It does throw well. Alright, so that's the empties. Now I have the first melts, so the stuff that I melted for the first time, or the new combos I did. There's a fair bit of teddy bees here. I did get stuck into the teddy bees over the last week or so. So the first thing I have here is L3 Lemon Curd Vanilla Buttercream Frosting Sugar Shortbread Zucchini Bread. As soon as I saw this one on the list, I knew I was going to have it. Because it's got one of my favourite, like, bakery base scents that L3 has, which is the vanilla buttercream frosting, sugar shortbread, and zucchini bread. Those three together, amazing. And then just with the lemon curd, I was like, that is genius. So, and it was amazing. You know, lemon curd, I was saying I do love a good lemon bakery. Lemon curd sometimes can be a miss for me just because it's very strong and abrasive. But against a zucchini bread, I think it's perfect. It holds up super well. The zucchini bread just stops the annoying elements of the lemon curd for me, like, amazing. See, this was dense, delicious, heavy lemon bakery, good amount of, like, slight creaminess, amazing. I want a lot more of this. I loved it. It threw really well. I definitely would get a lot more of that. I would get a loaf of that. It was fantastic. Or like a custom bag of it. It was so freaking good. Scoopable Cranberry Lodge. So this is such a long description. So I'm just going to abbreviate. Amazing brew of fruits and spices simmering, gusting in from an open window, a clean brisk breeze of pine trees. Yeah, this is a very spiced, it's got a sweetness, but it's very spiced. I don't really feel like I get a lot of tree from it, like that breezing pine tree scent. It was mostly the spices and a bit of cranberry. The throw was sort of medium to high. It was fine. I didn't love it. I would have liked more of that pine kind of scent through it. It was there, but it wasn't really super strong. So probably not a repurchase. All right, so some of the teddy bees. First up, I did honeybee. So this one was on the pre-order list that was the pre-order last weekend. So I melted this one, I think like on the Saturday, or the day before. I think the pre-order went up just to see if I wanted it. And I didn't in the end. So I may have bought everything else on the list, but I didn't buy this. So this one is Sweet Sugar Cookies, Honey Nectar, Sweet Vanilla Cream, and Beach Treats. I did not buy everything on the list, but I did buy a lot. Yeah, this one, it was nice. It was pretty, you know, the honey nectar note I think is really interesting and nice and sweet. And then a slight kind of sweet and salty sea scent from the beach treats. Definitely a cookie scent, but it didn't wow me. It was kind of medium throw. It was pleasant, but it wasn't anything that I felt like I had to rush out and get again. So this one I did not repurchase. Unless my mind changes on it over the course of me melting that, I feel like it's not going to be a repurchase. Blackberry Satin Cashmere Cake. So this one is Juicy Blackberry Sweet Birthday Cake Cashmere Cream. This is really nice, but it reminds me a lot of I Heart Vanilla Blackberry. That one is also Juicy Blackberry. I'm pretty sure it's the same blackberry oil, and it's a really nice, bright, sweet, juicy blackberry. But just, yeah, I don't know, the birthday cake and the cashmere cream, because I Heart Vanilla has like vanilla milkshake, boardwalk marshmallow, and then like another vanilla. So it's kind of vanilla-like, but it has a slightly body care aspect to it because of the boardwalk marshmallow. And the cashmere cream also has like a sort of body care-esque sort of lean. So this one felt like a kind, and because the birthday cake is as well is not like a super strong bakery scent to me. Like it is, but it's not. So this just kind of smelled like a creamy, very slightly body care like juicy blackberry. I'm sure there are differences. If I melted them side by side, I reckon I could definitely pick out the differences, the birthday cake versus the I Heart Vanilla. But when I was melting it, it really just reminded me a lot of I Heart Vanilla Blackberry. And I love I Heart Vanilla Blackberry, so I really enjoyed this as well. I just don't think it was different enough for me to like want to run out and get loads more of this. I've got more I Heart Vanilla Blackberry coming from the pre-order that just happened, so I think I've got a little bit more still in the thing. So yeah, to me, very similar, those two scents. Really nice, good throw. Yeah. Fairy Tales and Lemons from Teddy Bees. This is pomegranate nectar, fresh orange blossom, vanilla, warm amber, sugared lemon zest, and a hint of Palo Santo. I was so surprised. I adored this one. It was incredible. Just amazing. I couldn't even describe this to you. I remember when it was melting, I was like trying to figure out what I was going to say about this one, and I just couldn't, you know. Sorry, noise. I really wish it had been in the pre-order because I feel like this would have been a really lovely one for like end of summer. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so fruity. It definitely has lemon, but it's not a super strong lemon. And then just the warm amber adds a slightly polished tone. The fresh orange blossom is a really nice kind of, you know, uplifting kind of borders on floral fruity. And I don't know, I couldn't really smell Palo Santo, but it's definitely anchored with like a bit of depth with the amber and I guess the Palo. So really, really beautiful stuff. Really great throw. Definitely want to get more of this one day. So if I'd been able to try that one before like the list went up, then I definitely reckon I would have advocated to try to get that on the list. Hang on a sec. Sorry, I just tried to clear myself out. Teddy Bees, hers. So pink sugar marshmallow fireside Palo Santo. So like I said, I did a lot of marshmallow fireside Palo Santo melting this week. This is a really good one. I think I prefer his a little bit more, which is funny because I, generally speaking, prefer his is the blue sugar version. I generally prefer Teddy Bees pink sugar to her blue sugar, but I don't know. In this combo, I enjoyed it. It was good, but I think I just like the blue sugar version slightly more. So, still really enjoyed it. Still possibly a repurchase through medium to high. But yeah, I think I prefer the other one. Cookies and cashmere. So this is sugar cookies, sugar cookie dough, cashmere cream, vanilla birch. This was nice. I know a lot of people love this one. This one really, the vanilla birch comes and the cookie comes out a lot to me. So I've done a custom in the past, I think with Kay, which was sugar cookie royale, Palo Santo, and vanilla birch. This really reminded me of that custom a lot. But I felt like it was lacking something because I really liked the little oomph that the Palo put into that. I feel like Palo Santo in this would be perfect, but it would probably also smell exactly like that blend. Yeah, because cashmere cream is one of those scents that I still just don't really have my head around what it actually does in blends. Like, whenever I smell it, I can smell everything else. I can maybe smell a slightly body care-like scent, but I just don't really smell and recognize cashmere cream. So, yeah. Very vanilla birch and cookie. It was nice, but I feel like it just was missing something. It threw pretty well. Yeah. I feel like I'm fading fast here. Toasted marshmallow sugar cookies from Teddy Bees. So, sweet buttery shortbread, buttercream frosting, vanilla sugar cookie dough, and toasted marshmallows. So again, I know this is one that a lot of people have loved. And it's taken me a long time to try it. Because just looking at the name, toasted marshmallow sugar cookies, I was like, look, toasted marshmallow is not an oil that I love from Teddy Bees. And that sounds quite simple, but when you look at the notes, it's actually got a lot going on in it. It's got the buttery shortbread, which I really like. Buttercream frosting, which again, you know I love. Sugar cookie dough. So I just went, it actually got more going on in it, and it really does. It's really good. It's a really dense, delicious shortbread cookie scent. And you can smell the toasted marshmallows. Sometimes toasted marshmallows can smell a bit plasticky to me, but in here it smells legit like pardon me, toasted marshmallows. So I really enjoyed this. It threw really well up here. This one would definitely be a repurchase. I can see why there's a lot of hype about this one. I thought it was going to be quite simple. In some ways I suppose it is, but it's not just as simple as toasted marshmallow and sugar cookies. It's really that sugared shortbread, or the buttery shortbread, sorry. I think that makes all the difference. Started a new clam of birds from Super Tarts. So this is Harvest Tower Pumpkin Donuts Brown Sugar Buttercream. Still adore this one. Still just my absolute favourite autumnal, just brown sugary, donutty. The Harvest Ale just gives it a real extra unique kind of kick. It's incredible. It always throws well. I always have loads of this around the house. Last year I didn't start melting it until like August. And I remember being like, why did I not start? So I'm not making that mistake this season. I probably could have even started it earlier, but I'm into it now. I will definitely go through a bit of birds because I love it. Alright, so I did blend Yippee-Ki-Yay from Super Tarts with lemon curd from Super Tarts. Yippee-Ki-Yay being iced sugar cookies and pine needles. So I've been playing around with Yippee-Ki-Yay a little bit. Because I did an amazing blend with it with strawberry pound cake. So I've been sort of still playing around with blending it. Hadn't found another winner like that until this. The lemon curd, sorry, with the pine and the sugar cookies. Just delicious. Amazing. Again, could have just been because I seem to be really in the mood for lemon bakery at the moment. But sometimes I blend something with Yippee-Ki-Yay and just the combination, like I did a blueberry once and just it and pine just didn't work. And it was so weird because strawberry pound cake and the pine, amazing. Blueberry pine, no. But yes, lemon curd and the pine and the cookies, incredible. Great throw, would definitely do that combo again. I loved it. I did blend this. What did I blend it with? I think I did a split. So I did strawberry pound cake and vanilla bean noel from Super Tarts, and I threw some of this That Smell Good Shop smoky sweet campfire, so embers, and I think I also did spruce willis with embers. I'm pretty sure that's what I ended up doing. I really enjoyed both combos, so spruce willis being like a blue spruce funnel scent, and then obviously strawberry pound cake. Embers was too smoky for me on its own as a campfire scent, like really, really smoky. I like a smoky scent and it was too much, but it did blend well. So both of these combos I really enjoyed. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to get embers again just because it was too much, but if I had it, I would do those combos again. And they both threw quite well. Beach Nights, blackberry jam, butter cookies, and waffle cone mallow. I think when I put this on, I actually thought I was melting something else. I thought I was reaching for my blackberry jam, butter cookie therapy, blah, blah, blah. It's a big blend. And I don't remember it melting, so I can't really comment. I think I have enjoyed this one in the past, but the throw is a little bit light. Super Tarts Pacific Northwest. So I have melted this one before, but it was a while ago I did a clam of it. And it was one of those scents back then that I remember I liked, but I wasn't like in love with. But this time I kind of went, you know what, those notes, they sound really good, so I got the bag. Holy... I also don't remember it throwing very well, but it did very well this time. This is incredible. What's it got? It's definitely got apples in it. It's got rain. I can't remember what else. It's just an incredible, fresh, in kind of like a drizzling rain kind of way, scent with the apple, like the fruitiness. It is beautiful. Yeah, I love this so much. I can't believe it's taken me this long to fall in love with PNW, Pacific Northwest, but there you go. Great throw, definitely a repurchase. Like, loved it. I started a bag. I'm pretty sure I haven't melted from this bag before. Of Percy, so lemon curd and rain from Super Tart. Again, love the rain, lemon curd. It's really zingy and refreshing, but still just not like overly fresh. The rain is just perfect. So love that one as well. Always will repurchase Percy. Sorry for the sniffing. I just want to finish. I've only got a few more things. Okay, so Sparkles Autumn Night. This one is cranberry apple marmalade, Fraser Fir pomegranate noir. Yeah, this one very, very strong, like cranberry pomegranate scent. It was not bad. Like, I could smell the cranberry apple marmalade, that kind of marmalade-y scent. The pomegranate notes were nice. I didn't really smell the Fraser Fir. It was pretty strong. I don't think I need to get it again. I feel like I have other kind of cranberry apple marmalade scents that I've enjoyed more, but it was fine. L3 Crackling Birch, Salty Sea Mellow Fireside Palo Santo. So again, the Mellow Fireside Palo Santo. That's it. This one was quite different because it has definitely the Crackling Birch and the Salty Sea are very different to like a Mellow Fireside Palo combo, and they were definitely the most prominent parts of the blend. So I enjoyed it for that, but the Mellow Fireside and the Palo Santo definitely were just kind of a slightly smoky backseat in there. I feel like I didn't sit with the blend enough to really describe it well. I think I was a little bit congested that night, but it did smell good. It was quite strong. I'll describe it better next time, I think. L3 All Hallows Eve. So this one is caramel apple, campfire smoked vanilla bean. I like this one. Like I said, I enjoy the caramel apple oil. I like the slight smokiness with it. The vanilla bean, really delicious. Probably only medium throw though. Would have liked it to be stronger, but still I enjoy it. Would probably repurchase it. And tea time. So tea time is blackberry sugared sweet cereal, marshmallow, sugar milk, Earl Grey tea, sweet cake. So this one was Belle, I think, because it's like tea and cakes with Beauty and the Beast. I love it. I mean, I love tea and cakes. I love what it does with the blend. The blackberry, it's sweet, it's tea and cakesy, it's just fabulous. I've been through Belle a number of times, like clams. It's one of those scents that I always buy like small amounts, like a single clam, and then it comes and then I regret. And I'm probably going to regret only having a half bam, but whatever, it is what it is. Apologies. I think that's my body telling me that it is time to finish, which is good timing because I am finished. So I'm going to pack everything away. There will be one more video next week on the weekend. And then we're away for 2 weeks. We're in Bali. So I might post updates maybe from Bali. We'll see. But yeah. Anyway, that's just the update from me. So I hope you're all doing really well. I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye.